Good afternoon. My name is Rubio. I am 43 years old and part of the Republican Party. As your president, I can enforce federal laws and treaties. I am in charge of foreign relations, and I am the commander-in-chief of the military. I can negotiate or sign treaties, and I can also reprieve or pardon a crime that has been committed. In my past, I have been on the West Miami City Commission. By 1999, I was victorious in my bid for the Florida House of Representatives. In 2003, I became the Speaker of the House. As the Speaker of the House, I was ambitious to make ways, improve, and reform the state government. I held a series of gatherings around the state of Florida to hear the citizens' thoughts and opinions. I came up with 100 innovative ideas for Florida's futures, and more than half of those ideas became laws. In 2009, I worked towards a new goal of taking a seat in the Senate from Charlie Crist. Everyone saw me as an underdog, but by 2010, I won the seat. Since 2011, I've been a member in several legislative committees, including the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science and Transportation, and the Committee on Foreign Relations. If I am elected President of the United States, I vow to make an abundance of changes to the USA's current healthcare system. Initially, I will focus my time and energy on lowering health insurance costs, which have skyrocketed since Obama's new healthcare law was passed. In order to decrease the inflated expenses of insurance, I propose that we employ common sense, free market ideas, and repeal Obamacare. Obamacare caused many middle-class Americans to lose their health insurance they were happy with. We should give individuals control over their own health by allowing them to purchase their own health care. Instead of health policies being federally controlled, I intend on allowing each state to dictate their own policies. I also believe we have to make a move on immigration. We have a broken enforcement system, and our legal immigration system is outdated and in need of being modernized. If Congress does nothing about it, the President will be tempted to issue an executive order where he will legalize 11 million people by the sign of a pen. I believe we should incorporate 3 bills. First of all, a universal e-verify system, meaning if you don't pass the check, you will not be able to find a job in the U.S. Secondly, I propose an entry-exit system. 40% of our immigrants are people that enter legally and then overstay their visas. We, the government, do not know who these people are because we don't track them when they are here or when they leave. The third proposal will be to have real border security, including fencing. These bills will have to be implemented in that specific order. I believe that marriage is instituted by the joining of a man and a woman. However, there are citizens in some states that have decided otherwise, and I respect their decisions. Naturally, I would not agree with their decisions, but if it became a law, then we would have to abide by it and respect the decisions that have been made. I do not seek to discriminate people who love someone of the same sex. But my personal definition of marriage is that of a traditional marriage. I also believe that the best place for a child to grow up is in a home with a father and a mother. I believe that same-sex marriage is constitutional, but I do not believe it is necessary to incorporate it as a law in the Constitution. My campaign is unique because I have ideas to offer that no other candidate has. I will be both your leader and your employee. And first, I will improve our economy and keep our country safe. Then I will make right to any wrongs to my full extent. Finally, I will improve the United States' stand in the world to achieve greater heights than ever before. As President, I will meet all these expectations for our people and for our country. I should be elected as your President due to my past credentials previously stated. As your President, I will ensure economic changes to better our country. The people's opinions should be heard. I will make sure to incorporate bills that will lower the cost of healthcare and modernize our immigration system. This race is not about my personal ambitions. It is about the future that lies ahead for our country. This is about what our country will be like when our children are our age. This is not about me or my family. This is about us being privileged enough to be in this extraordinary country. And that is something worth fighting for. This race is not about me being somebody. It's about me doing something. Something that will ensure that our children and grandchildren are the freest generation in this country. We will leave our children with what the last generation left us, the single greatest country in the world. Thank you for your time.
I like that one.
What do we have?